Channel 10 show, The Project, right, it's opened this huge can of worms, I think, by allowing one of its guests, and it was a drag queen, to make a quite revolting joke that offended Christian sensibilities because it was about Jesus. They had to have an apology on air. Then a large group of blokes marched through Newtown in protest against the joke. Joe, the comment was vile, and I've got two questions for you. Why is this garbage allowed on our televisions in the first place? They can't say they didn't know about it because most of the project is pre-recorded. Second, they would never have allowed any joke like this, of that nature, to be said about another religious figure. Let me give you an example of Muhammad, for fear of the repercussions. Why do they have to go down this path?
I think that all of what you said is true, but I don't think that just because people are too scared to say it about other religions means that that people should be, or that we should be saying, well, you can't say that about Christian figures or Christianity then. I think that you don't fix cancel culture by having more cancel culture. You fix the problems with, for example, Charlie Hebdo being targeted and having its staff killed, murdered in cold blood, after satirising the Prophet Muhammad. You don't actually fix that by saying, all right, well, if they're going to do that, then you can't say anything bad about Jesus, because that just sort of validates that point of view. What you do is say, listen, in a free Western democracy, we can actually make jokes about Jesus. We can actually satirise Jesus. And if you want to consider yourself part of this free liberal West and enjoy all its benefits, well, then you have to allow that sort of criticism or satire or comedy or whatever you want to call
Joe,
it as well. That's what we should be talking about.
I agree with you, but this... I agree with you, but this was revolting, mate. It had no place of going on TV, right? Because it was just so grubby and distasteful. If it had been on the Fringe across the road from my place, it probably would have.
I honestly don't think it was prepared or cleared or screened. Obviously, I'm pretty good friends with one of the hosts of the project, Sarah Harris, and she says she's told me privately, and now I'm going to make it public, that is absolutely not true. I've heard that the comedian is going around saying that he had approval for it. I am told by her, and I would trust her any day of the week, London to a brick. She said that she was in the room when all those discussions were happening, and that joke was never, ever approved. It was snuck in at the end, and the project, quite frankly, should have just said, look, we don't agree with that. We didn't support it. It was unscripted, but we're a show where things happen, and we're not going to sort of give a half-assed apology or indeed backtrack, because now there's anger at the project for appeasing the Christians and not backing in the gay community enough, and so by being a bit sort of half pregnant, they've managed to please no one, sadly.
All right. Hey, Joe, we've managed to consume time. We didn't get onto live sheep exports or the debacle that's in New South Wales, their election, but I got to say good night to you, my friend, because I'm out of time.
Always next time, my friend.